was during the day, yep. It was during the day. I remember the lady came and he had fallen asleep, like after they did the raid and everything, he had fallen asleep with me and I had to put him in her van.
They took Cassius from me from the shelter there when Cash was 14 days old. I kind of had no idea what to do. I didn't know how to get into treatment. I didn't know how to be clean. I didn't know how to live happy, healthy, or sober. I was in an active addiction for over 20 years.
It was a really, really dark place to be, and I just didn't know how to get myself out of that. I got a phone call from John.
I got a call from John. I had no idea who he was or how he got my number, and I'm just like, who is this? Like, who sent you?
And he explained FDTC and was like, hey, I think this would be a good opportunity for you guys.
And then he offered to come to the shelter and talk to me in person. I think he could tell I was like skeptical, but I was interested.
My name is John Struthers, and I coordinate and supervise our Dakota County Family Dependency Treatment Court. So the goal is to reunify children with their parents when they've been removed due to parental substance use. Since 2006, we actually have a 60% success rate of reunifying children with their parents.
I wasn't sure. I figured, you know, I'd done the CHIPS part before, that didn't work, so let's try this. He had said that there was a lot of services and support in FDTC, and I didn't have that the first time around, so I figured, what do I have to lose?
We really strive to get in there and meet with these families and start building positive working relationships, remove barriers to getting and staying sober, and then watching people flourish and give them their wings, let them fly.
Meeting Rochelle and John with FDTC and like seeing other people that in my same or similar position, seeing them succeed and like be able to go through FDTC, it was inspiring, and I'm like, maybe I can do this. Maybe there is another way.
Family Dependency Treatment Court is a voluntary alternative court process that uses the powers of juvenile court in collaboration with a team of partners. Those partners include county and court appointed attorneys, guardian litem's office, social workers, a recovery specialist, and a community chemical dependency consultant.
I help clients lower their rate of relapse by creating a relapse prevention plan alongside them. I think recovery takes a village, and we can't do it alone.
I get real with them, you know. They want to reunify with their kids, and if they want to do so, they've got to listen to the advice of their attorney and other team members. And I'm really more of a support and rallying person.
It's about building a trustful working relationship so we can start getting things done.
The whole team, like I said, from my lawyer to my CPS worker to the judge to the district attorney, everybody played their part. Even the lady that just types, like she clapped too.
We do a lot of celebrating, even with little steps.
There's so many different factors that make it hard for parents to care for their children. And it's even more complicated when there's untreated chemical health or mental health on top of that. So we're there to walk with them and figure out what services they need so that they can get their children back and be healthy.
When I first started FDTC, I was in a battered women homeless shelter. It was hot. It was June 15th and it was hot. I was like, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave, it's too hot in here, I don't care. When I got that message on my inpatient client line, where Rochelle says, hold your horses, Sammy, there's a fan coming, it'll be there before 10 p.m. tonight, now stay there and fight. And I stayed, and I fought. Rochelle was like, this is what you're gonna have to do, this is what we're doing, I'll see you here, you know, call me then. I'm like, oh, all right, well, this is what I have to do.
I'm a firm believer in being 100% transparent. Like, you can do this. And building that trusting working relationship.
Rochelle told me in the very beginning, she's like, we can get through anything as long as you're honest with me and we stay on the same page. She's like, I'll move mountains for you as long as you're honest. And she's always kept her word.
Once you've got that trust established, the sky's the limit.
We focus on lots of different barriers that parents overcome, including transportation, housing, medical insurance.
She helped me like make a budget and like figure out what I needed to do to get my driver's license back. Just recovery stuff, like encouragement. Gas vouchers when I got my license back to be able to go to job interviews.
It's the guidance and the resource navigation and the encouragement. I just needed somebody to believe in me. And they did.
After every one good thing happens, or every one good outcome happens, then they start building up their self-esteem. They start believing what I've been telling them since the beginning, like, I have hope for you.
I eventually started to believe in myself, because I'm like, if these 10 people, you know, people I don't even know, are clapping and encouraging me.
I can see it in your eyes, I can see it in your heart. Like, we got a lot to work with here. You might not feel like it, but I see it, and you'll see it someday too.
I wish there was like a before and after picture because it's amazing. Like, you can change. I would have never thought I would be sitting here.
It's the successes of the families that are healthy and doing well, and the graduates that come back and share how things are still going well, and they're maintaining all of the things that they put in place before they graduated. It works.
I just love like promoting recovery, because I wish everybody like suffering in silence would see the joys of sobriety. And then when you're stuck in that dark place, it's hard to see any kind of light. I thank God every day that I was able to find my light. I love you.